I just completely stopped buying premium mockups. I generate them with this genius AI tool. Let me show you how. So here is my canvas on Flora. I use Flora because they have like 50 different AI image and video generators, and it's so convenient because you can see the whole history of all iterations. You can keep everything here. You can copy paste your logos, copy paste mockups for inspiration, and then create them exactly the way you want. So let me show you how I do it. All you need to do is find something for inspiration. Like for example, I found this on Mockup Mason. I don't want to steal their mockups. I want to avoid some copyright issues. So what I do is first I use the text box and I say simply something like describe this image. So I get the description of the mockup and then I generate my own version, right? That's one way of doing that. A second way, for example, you can change something like you can change these buildings in the background. This is what I did here. You can just drag this and click image. I like to use Nano Banana Pro. It is best model for pretty much everything. The prompt I used is change the building in the background, but keep the bus stop and the billboards the same. You can just jump to Figma or whatever Illustrator, grab your graphics, copy this as PNG, bring it to Flora, paste it, then you just make these connections. That way, the AI will reference that original mockup and your graphics, and then you can write the prompt right here. That's how I got my unique mockup. It's very similar, but it's unique, and I can change the colors in the background. I can do everything. My graphics are perfect, very crisp and clean. The text is the same, the lines are the same, it's just as exactly the same as you would just put this in Photoshop. So why spend money on buying mockups when you can just generate them yourself? For example, here I wanted to present this logo on a wall. I really like this image. I found it somewhere on the internet. It's pretty generic, so there's nothing unique about it. So what I did is I just copy paste my logo, copy paste this image, create a new image box right here, select Nano Banana Pro, and say something as simple as put my logo on the wall mockup. And you can change the number of images, you can generate more, you can change the aspect ratio, you have different models for different purposes, but again, Nano Banana Pro is really good for pretty much everything. Another example here, I like these socks and I like these black stripes here, it pretty much fits the aesthetics of the logo. And I didn't want to keep it black and white. Sometimes it does make mistakes, so you just regenerate that and look at this. It's pretty much perfect, it looks super realistic. And then I even made a video out of that. I made this guy shift his legs, so it's super cool, and I can use it in my brand presentation. I can use it on my portfolio. A few more examples here. Business cards, you don't really need to use Photoshop anymore. A water bottle, you can just make your own mockups. And again, you find the mockup that you like, you don't have to steal that. You can just describe that image and generate your own version. Then you can put your logo on that mockup, and I change the colors to match the brand color. Another example is that you can make your logo 3D. I pasted my logo. I found some materials on Cinema 4D website. I pasted it here, and with a simple prompt like this, render my logo in 3D using the texture attached. I got this nice 3D version of my logo with some reflections here. And then I used VO3 and I said, make it spin slowly in 360. So, you can make some really cool stuff and make your brand presentations look really good. So this is my current workflow. This is how I prepare brand presentations for my clients. Top design agencies like Pentagram also use this tool. I think this tool is genius. Full disclosure, I am an affiliate, but I do use this tool, so I recommend this to my audience. You can click my link in the description. In the next video, I will show you how I animated this exact logo for the same client using Cloud Code and Remotion. So stay tuned, and I will see you in the next video.